Kill me! I'm here! Kill me!
This is Matthew Movies coming at you, and I've been tagged. I was tagged in the 3 is the magic number tag created by my buddy TGFN Bossman1974, and the 2 people who tagged me in it were The Musical Nerd and Union Jack Gamer. A couple of awesome YouTubers who I've had the pleasure of getting to know more over the last year, and I just a couple dudes that I really value their opinion, and I value being able to interact with them, and they're just super great guys, and it was awesome for them to tag me, so I just want to thank them both right off the hop. Before I get into this video, I want to point out that while I'm doing this, I'm going to be looking away from the camera a decent amount, because this is one that took some a little bit of work beforehand, because the questions all have multiple answers, and they're all specific. So I took like a little bit of notes on a Word document so that I had all the information in front of me. So if you see me looking away from the camera, that's why. So the first question is, name the last 3 YouTube videos you watched. The first one is a video that was called Random Reviews Fist Fight 2017 by my buddy Random TV, who is a British, I believe British, YouTuber who does occasional movie reviews. He does really cool videos on Fridays where it's kind of like he has people write in with people within a different category. So for instance, Marvel heroes, and then has them fight against one another in a tournament voted on by the people, and that write it in the comments who they think should win each individual round, and then you have a winner, and it just goes from there. It's a cool idea. Then the next video I watched was Logan movie review with spoilers by my buddy Franklin FM McInnes. Really great channel. Really great video. I did a Logan review myself, and I found it very fascinating to hear his thoughts. I mean, the guy is so smart, and like really intelligent on his thoughts on like story structure and like filmmaking, and you can tell the guy's an English teacher, because he really thinks through things, and I've been very proud to be able to work with him on a couple videos, and I always love checking out his reviews. So all the videos that I discuss in this video will be in the description. There'll be a link to them, so go check them out, and go definitely check out Franklin's review. I thought it was great. And then the third one was the weekly Funko Roundup episode 27 by my buddy Cletus Selden from Life of Cletus, and it's exactly what it sounds like. He's a professional boxer who's actually a world champion, and he just discussed all the pops that he got this week, which guy, like I said, he's a champion, so he's got more money there than you or I to spend on pops. Let me tell you that. So he's got some really cool pops coming regularly. Question number 2. Suggest 3 of your favorite YouTubers. Now, this one was a tough one for me, and not because I couldn't think of 3 people to mention, but because I had to whittle it down to 3. Now, fortunately, I was able to kind of throw out a couple other channels in the question number 3. But if you are not one of the people that I mentioned, and you know that I come to your channel all the time and comment, do not take it personally. I wouldn't be commenting on your videos if I didn't think you had a great channel. It's just these 3 were the ones I decided to shout out this time. The first one is Cat D, a really good friend of mine who does awesome unboxings, and just has the best heart of anybody. One of the anybody on this website. There's a few other people who I'd say are in the same echelon as being like sweethearts, like Marie Gifford and the Musical Nerd. But yeah, Cat D is just such an awesome lady, and very giving, and her channel is just so fantastic. Next up is W.I. Clar, just another really great guy who he does a lot of unboxings, and he does some claw machine videos as well. Just a great guy who I've really enjoyed getting to know. And then I gotta throw out my buddy Franklin FM McGinnis. We've been working on some collaborations lately, and like I said before, I can't speak highly enough about this dude. I have just the utmost respect for him, and just think he's just such a great guy. And then the next question is, give a shout out to 3 YouTubers who have less than 150 subscribers. The first one I'm going to shout out is my buddy 80s Horror Guy. Just a really great dude who, he deserves a lot more subscribers than he has now. I've shouted him out in the past, and that I'm just always happy to send some love the way that guy's way, because he's just just really cool guy. And then number 2 is Sherry Stover, who is just such an awesome lady, who I definitely, when I mentioned before the sweethearts of YouTube, I didn't bring her up because I knew I'd be talking about her here, and she's just such a awesome lady who she does some unboxings on her channel, and she points out some of the custom pops that she makes, and she's just super talented and super awesome. And then the third one is Vicky XOXOT, who does some vlogs on her channel, does some unboxings occasionally too, does challenges and some video game stuff, and just a really cool lady. And then the next question is, name 3 random facts about yourself. So this one was an interesting one that it took me a couple minutes to think of which ones I want to talk about. First off, I'm just going to bring up the fact that I used to be quality assurance at a truck plant out here in Canada, and the reason why I think that's interesting, and the reason why I decided to bring it up, is because it was a very unique experience, because I got hired on there, and I had 4 days of training, and then I was put in charge of a shift without any, I didn't go to school for anything to do with it. I didn't really know anything about it. I'm not super handsy kind of guy. I'm not too good with the tools or any of that stuff. I'm much more of a thinker, I suppose. So I had no idea what I was doing after 4 days. A few situations had come up. It was like I said, it was a truck plant, and my job was took place predominantly in the paint shop. But I got called all over the factory. On day 5, I was meeting with the people in charge of it, the shift lead for the entire factory on the 3rd shift, which is what I was working. I had to meet with them every day and explain what had happened and how I dealt with everything. And new situations came up in that job every single day. I worked there for about 2 years, and every single day something would come up that I'd never seen before, and I had to completely come up with a spitball ideas off the top of my head to be able to deal with them. And it was a very interesting job to really be kind of thrown to the wolves like that. The next random fact story was, I thought it'd be kind of cool to tell you that the first car I ever got when I was in my 20s, first car I ever owned was a 1984 Thunderbird that actually used to be the property of my grandparents on my father's side. And when it first came to our family, it was canary yellow, but my dad had it painted black, and then I got it from him when I got my license. And I just think that it was an awesome car, and I still look back on it with a great deal of affection to this day. And then the final random fact about me is just kind of a little story from when I was a kid. I had 2 older brothers, and anybody who's a kid will probably be able to tell you that the longest day of the year is Christmas Eve, because the entire time you're just waiting for Christmas morning so you can see all the presents you got. And you say as an adult it's not about that, but we all know as kids you're just super excited about the presents, right? So my brothers and I came to the conclusion that the quickest way to get to Christmas would be able to fall asleep, but we were too excited to fall asleep, and also we didn't fall asleep randomly in the middle of the day, even though that's what we were trying to do. So we came up with the genius plans of trying to knock ourselves out, because that was kind of like falling asleep, right? So we rammed our heads up against the wall and our bunk beds and stuff like that, trying to knock ourselves out. But none of us were able to do any more damage than to just give ourselves headaches and daze ourselves, and it really completely backfired. And my mom caught us and saw big goose eggs on our heads, and was just flabbergasted by our ridiculousness. And it's just something I look back on, and now that I'm a dad, if my daughter ever tried to do something like that, I would just be like, what are you doing? So now I have to tag 3 people, so I figured I would try to tag some people I hadn't before. So the first person I am going to tag, it goes by the name of Marie Gifford, who I've already talked about before. Just an awesome, awesome lady, and I thought it would be really cool to see what her answers would possibly be. And then I'm going to tag the Moss Family Adventures, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a family that does a bunch of like vlogs and challenges and really great stuff. And if you haven't checked out Marie's channel before, she does principally unboxings, and they're all she gets a lot of really cool stuff. And then I'm going to tag Sherry Stover. I've never seen her do a tag video. I'm not 100% sure if she how she'll feel about doing that, because she doesn't get show her face on camera. But I figured she could show things maybe related to the channels that she's talking about, or like just show her a screenshot of her pops, or if she wanted to, she could get on camera for the first time. It's completely up to her. And you know, obviously, if she just decides not to do it at all, then no harm, no foul. But I thought she might appreciate somebody tagging her, and yeah, so those are the people I'm tagging. So that's it for me. Let me know in the comments below what you think of my kooky answers, and what do you think of this tag. I thought it was quite cool, very creative of Boss Man. And please hit that like button. It does awesome things for my channel, and subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'd love having you guys stick around, and this would obviously be a great way of doing that. Other than that, have yourself a nice day.